crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail.
He's in one-on-one. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Gavi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fabian Ruiz. Laporte. Mingueza makes a move down the right. And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni. Gavi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kubasi. Rodri. Turns back here, probably the best option. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tchouaméni. Gavi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carvajal. Rudiger. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. Here's Tchouaméni. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And here's Brahim Diaz. Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Gavi. And the return pass into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rudiger. Brahim Diaz. Gavi. Now, can they get him away? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gavi. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second. Vinicius Junior! And he's really put himself on the line here. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Brahim Diaz. And it's Valverde. Valverde proves just a little bit too strong. Brahim Diaz. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's heaved it away. Rudiger. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. He's got away. Real chance. And a shot! And that has been cleared. Brahim Diaz. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, this could be a chance. That's an excellent interception. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Ferran Torres. Tries a measured ball. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Valverde. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Fabian Ruiz. And they are prompt with their pressing. That's an imaginative pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Gavi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Laporte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Mingueza. And Lenormand. Now it's Oyarzabal. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Vinicius Junior. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bellingham. And it's Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, this is a great position. Nice physical challenge. Gavi. Nicely weighted ball. Ferran Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Searching pass he's played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Carvajal.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the finish! Cleared without hesitation. Foot in. Traumeri. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And the shot's on here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres. Looking to play him in. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence.
Vitinha! Now it's Balogun. He is through here. Vitinha. Ruben Neves. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bernardo Silva. Minamino. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ruben Neves. Now it's João Felix. And it's Minamino. Now that's well seen too. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Zakaria, nicely aimed pass. Diatta. Looking for the run. Now it's Rafael Leao. Surely he can't miss! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Diatta. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered low. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Neatly clipped into space. Kun breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mendes can clear it away. Oh, that's delightful. Diatta ploughing through the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. Biarrat purring through the gears. That's good play. Foot in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He can run onto that. And he's managed to get free. Salisu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Minamino. He's looking wide. Joao Felix. Ruben Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pogba. Great vision. Diatta receives it in a good position here. Diatta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's in a great position here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zakaria. Vitinha.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to him. Pogba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's in on goal. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fine ball. Minamino cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Balogun. Monaco couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zakaria, not the most accurate pass. Monaco appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Now it's Balogun. Pogba. Ruben Dias promptly onto that, and that is that. So we've reached the hour mark. Passes short and sharp. Great chance! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. finish of the highest order. The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Bernardo Silva getting this one clear. Kehrer. And it's Minamino. Plays the return pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's found space here. Oh, well played, well played. Just about up to 75 minutes. Biarritz. Good ball, good take. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Monaco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao and the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now then, the ball's come loose. One 0 as we head towards the end. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Joao Felix, Cristiano Ronaldo, and a chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ruben Neves.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Balogun, and that has put paid to that. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Araujo cuts out the pass. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. This is a promising build-up, and it's made its way to him. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Gavi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Good read, needed to be. And he can clear it away. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Ferran Torres. Antonio Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Joao Felix. Some good persistent defending here. Oh, good looking ball. Tries to play it through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
De Jong, looking for the run, and he cuts out the supply. Now it's Vitinha. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That's a little off target. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bernal. He won't be happy with that one. Vitinha. Gavi. Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot, and he's lost his man here. Semedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's having a shot! Bernardo Silva. And the shot! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Ferran Torres really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Ruben Neves. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ferran Torres. And it's Gavi. Nelson Semedo. Joao Felix. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, there's the clearance. And he's had it nicked away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we're already back. Ferran Torres! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Ruben Neves. He's in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Rashford. Now this could be a chance. De Jong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a vicious effort. Vitinha, Portugal still this single goal behind. The referee's awarded a free kick. There's a quick free kick. And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ruben Neves simply refused to be outdone there. Cristiano Ronaldo, well seen, saw that coming. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a...
Can he finish? Yamal, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Antonio Silva. Joao Felix. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Ferran Torres. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's De Jong. Bernal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ruben Neves. It's Bernardo Silva, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, what? Cristiano Ronaldo! Off the post! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can they get it back?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a sharp pass. Joao Felix, here's onto this. This looks promising. Joao Felix, and the finish!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's a searching pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. Portugal could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Passing nice and neat. That's tidy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Yamal. Great vision. It's a promising position. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bernal. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Rafael Leao tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well,
And there goes their last chance. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he spark a counter here? So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Ruben Neves, has an eye for the spectacular, but his main role is to be that pivot in midfield, doing all the dirty, ugly work that goes unnoticed, and he'll be covering a lot of ground in front of his defence, something he's very good at, in fact. But every now and again, he'll throw in a humdinger.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Christensen. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Now that looks a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. De Jong. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's De Jong. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Araujo makes the interception. Koundé. De Jong. And it's Bernal. Oh, that's superb. Closing in on goal. Rashford. Big chance! And that's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Forced to go back. And he's De Jong!
De Jong really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. Bernal. Lovely bit of skill. Is there any support? He might not need it. Little pass back.
Modern football for...
He's going for goal! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Gavi. Now it's Rashford. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, sweet feet. Good ball, good take. Mendes tries to clear. And he's there to clear it. Semedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played out towards the right wing. Cristiano Ronaldo shoots! It's in!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. De Jong. De Jong ploughing through the middle. They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's gone backward here. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Antonio Silva. Stood up well to him there. And it's Gavi. That's tidy. De Jong. João Felix. Nelson Semedo. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Here's Rafael Leao. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries to play it through. Nicely aimed pass. That's the end of the first 45. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Caros espectadores, por favor visitem a loja oficial do estádio se pretendem adquirir lembranças.
Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He is through here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Gavi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. João Felix. Ruben Neves. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Rashford. And it's Gavi. Just eases him off the ball. Ruben Dias makes a dash for it. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's found a way past. Koundé. And Jamal. Ferran Torres. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Ferran Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 23.
Portugal choosing to make the first change.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 24.
He's had it taken off him. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ruben Neves. Bernal. Jamal. for Ferran Torres. Yamal. And it's De Jong. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. Rafael Leao! It's a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 21. Número 11. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 15. Número 18. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Portugal now just needing one.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
João Neves. Nice interception, well timed. Christensen can clear it away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! And no mistake! Portugal are level! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Christian. Shot, surely! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And now he has two. Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rafael Leao gets into a good position. Oh, well played, plenty of numbers back. And that is a little undercooked. And that will be it. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.